Hello, salutations. What do? It's Sadot the Gamer, off out Durag, and know the vibes, like, subscribe. Let's get it. Welcome back, Durag Nation, to day 2 of my Summer Game Fest coverage. We are back this time for the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. These are always a lot of fun. Last night was pretty lit. We covered Summer Game Fest and the IO Interactive Showcase, and I'm ready for more. Tomorrow we still got the Xbox Showcase. Love this time of the year. Thank you all for hanging out on this Saturday afternoon or evening, depending on where you're at in the world. What's up, everybody? What's up, J Bro? What's up, Gabe? What's up, Patrick? How you doing, King J, Lil Egg, Reese? What's up? What's up, Treen? Raphael? What up? What up? What up, Wavy? Champagne? New Year? Spidey? What's up? What's up? Hope everyone had a nice Saturday so far and enjoyed the Summer Game Fest open night. I know I did. Shout out to King Greek for joining in the voice chat and co-streaming it with me as well. It was fun having someone else here. Show was pretty lit. Especially that finale. I mean, what bait? What bait? I knew they were going to show Resident Evil 9 beforehand. They were going to present Resident Evil 9 beforehand, but they set it up in a pretty hilarious way. That was some pretty high quality bait. People were actually crashing out because they thought they weren't going to show Resident Evil 9. That was so funny. I was insane. Is this a separate show? This is all part of the Summer Game Fest activities and festivities. Today is the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. It will be hosted by Matthew Mercer. You may know he's known for a bunch of stuff. More relevant is that he was the voice of Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil, and his co-host is Laura Bailey, who pretty much all of you know. She's in a lot of stuff. Of course, well known for being Mary Jane in the Insomniac Spider-Man games. They're co-hosting, and this is going to be another chunky show. if you're locked in for Summer Game Fest last night, which was like 2 hours, prepare for another 2 hours. they're going to be showing more than 50 games today. So lock in. But these said to be pretty fun. Yeah, nice mix of, similar to Summer Game Fest. You're going to see a mix of indie, AA, and AAA titles. Games that they confirmed beforehand that will be here. Mafia the Old Country, Hell Is Us, I'm definitely looking forward to. I should be getting a code actually for Hell Is Us. I was talking to somebody reached out to me from their marketing or whatever, and said they hooked me up with a code for Hell Is Us, so locking in on that. Laura Bailey is the female Troy Baker, correct. That's accurate. Last Ronin, that remains Cope. What if Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions gets a remake? That would be interesting. Indie games, so many hidden gems. Oh, 1%. Yeah, indie games are getting so much better because the technology is improving. Like, games made by smaller studios are like really progressively taking over. Like, obviously, one of the biggest games of the year, Claire Expedition 33. It was literally made by a team of less than 30 people. Yeah. We saw a couple really interesting games last night that were made by one person or like a small team that looked really crazy. So it's getting really interesting in gaming. What's up, Drake? You're on the fence for Hell Is Us. You'd love to see some gameplay. Yeah. Oh, they'll definitely be showing more gameplay. I saw the gameplay. It's definitely like a, there's There's actually a demo right now you can play on Steam, but it's basically kind of a really creepy horror Souls-like game. Yeah, you know, you're kind of Dark Soul, Liza P-ish, but looks really creepy. Love the enemy design and atmosphere. Snake Eyes, yep. I think it's early for a trailer. I know they showed some screenshots not too long ago. I don't know if they're ready to show a trailer yet for the Snake Eyes game, but I'm looking forward to that. Last Ronin, as far as I'm concerned, is canceled until I see otherwise. Future Game Show is about 2 hours. 2 hours plus. So they're showing more than 50 games. I'm playing a new Fortnite season. It started already, so I'm not playing it. I am playing as soon as they have the I see a lot of people are playing the Star Wars event, but as soon as we have the Superman stuff in there, I'll definitely play Fortnite. I saw some leaked screenshots from the Superman mythic ability. I think they're going to have a trailer for it soon, showing Superman's using his powers in the game. Yeah, as soon as that's available, I'll definitely hop in. Comes out later today. Is Returnal worth playing? Yeah, it's a really good game. And it's co-op too. Yeah, Returnal was really good. Returnal was pretty good when I first played it, which was like around launch. And they added like a ton of really cool updates, including co-op, yeah. And some quality of life stuff and new content. Yeah, Returnal's awesome. If you're into like more challenging games, yeah, I would definitely lock in on Returnal. Definitely a gem. One of those bullet hell type of games. Anyone got any info on Fate Extra? Haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, I think Fortnite, the new event is live. It's been live for a while. I wasn't playing. I went on Twitter, so I saw people doing a countdown and playing it. I was busy watching Sinners. Sinners just came available on video on demand. I bought it off of Amazon Prime and was watching it today. It's absolute cinema. Holy. I'm actually mad now I didn't see it in theaters. Sinners literally instantly in my top 5 best movies I've ever seen. Absolute cinema. In every sense of the word. I knew Ryan Coogler was like insane, like Fruitvale Station, another one of the best movies I've ever seen. so I know they be cooking over there. You get Ryan and Michael B. Jordan. You're together. You're going to get some heat. But holy shit, Sinners was insane. Absolute perfect movie. Now wait for Spider-Man 3. What up, Eric? Future Game Show. We've been doing this. What, 2 years in a row now? They've been asking me to co-stream these. Future Game Show, continuation of the Summer Game Fest. They usually have celebrity video game actors co-hosting. They present you with new trailers for upcoming games and updates for existing games. Same as Summer Game Fest. It's about 2 hours long, and you'll see a mix of AA, AAA, and indie games. The only games I know for sure are for a Future Game Show today are the finals, Mafia: The Old Country, Hell Is Us, what else? Oh yeah, that Directive 8020, that new Supermassive game. That's another. That's another one. Yeah, it should be interesting. They show any new stuff. Yeah, like I said, it's basically a scaled down version of Summer Game Fest. Not as much hype. It showed, but it's essentially the same. But it's essentially the same thing. They'll show you a mix. They'll show you a mix of upcoming indie, AA, and AAA games, as well as updates on existing games. Just like the Summer Game Fest, just in Gamescom, just like all these Jeff Keighley showcases, just not quite as high profile. So I saw Sinners twice. Yeah, when I saw it was available, I was like, I'm not renting this. I am buying it. I bought the Ultra HD extended Blu-ray version, so I could get all the extra stuff. And I watched it, bro. Like a lot of movies these days, like will lose like my attention. Like I'll be watching and then it'll get boring, and I'll just be on my phone. I was locked in on Sinners. I watched every second of the credits, not just to get to the post-credit scene. I didn't skip around. I watched every second when the credits rolled and the movie ended. I watched all of it. Its entirety. I'm probably going to watch it again. This is absolute peak movie. They jumped the gun low key. Well, EA, Iron Man. I'm not expecting anything from EA this year. I have no faith in EA. I'm 100% sure they were trying to cancel that Iron Man game. I have no expectations for anything that they're doing. Told you Sinners was amazing. I mean, I knew it was amazing. I just didn't feel like going to the movie theaters. But I knew I was buying it as soon as it became available for digital. Like I wasn't not going to support Ryan Coogler. I was definitely buying it. 6-player brawler from Marvel. Yeah. Well, Cosmic Invasion. I think we'll probably see some more Marvel Cosmic Invasion today. Oh, Dispatch. I hope we see some Dispatch today. Yeah. There was some games that I was expecting to see at the State of Play or the Summer Game Fest that didn't show up, so that I'm hoping to see here, like Dispatch, Lost Soul Aside. Would love to see something for Undefeated Genesis. I feel like it's more likely we'd see that here at the Future Game Show rather than Summer Game Fest. Would love to see more, a little more from Undefeated Genesis, even though they had that gameplay demo at the Tokyo Game Show. I want to see more, because it's the closest we're getting to a Superman game for quite a while. Glad we got Rocket for Invasion. Yeah, Rocket, She-Hulk. They look fun. That game looks fun. I'm definitely going to try it out. I did play Shredder's Revenge. It was pretty good. Shogun fighting game. So yeah, I'm definitely playing that. That looks crazy. Ballerina, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of good buzz for that. A lot of people saying it's pretty great. I gotta do a John Wick marathon at some point. I gotta watch Ballerina after. I'm gonna watch all the other Wick movies, then I'm gonna watch Ballerina. Here we go.
It's showtime.
The army is cooked. I think it might.
Welcome your host.
I think it might come out.
Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the
But
Future Game Show's Summer Showcase.
I just have no
My
faith in
name is
EA.
Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed.
Mary
I'm
Jane.
Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive
You would have
video
Matt
game
Mercer's children.
favorites and lots of
Holy.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't
Wasn't
make it
she the
sound so
voice of
scary.
Supergirl
This
and
is gonna
what?
be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show's Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over,
Where's more
plenty of
Marvel?
follow-up
You're looking
coverage
at-
on
you're looking at Mary Jane right
and
there.
the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the house.
Mary Jane is on stage
so
right
let's
there.
kick things off with our very first
He looks like Century.
world premiere.
He kind of looks like Pullman. They definitely got the same hair. Injustice 2, very possible.
Zafar, pull up NavTech.
Matthew actually did a voice in it for Injustice 2.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick.
Mary Jane game, yeah, let's do it. Mary Jane solo game.
Neck out for us. Least we can do is get them out alive. We've got big enough guns.
Leon Kennedy and Mary Jane Watson are on stage. That is literally correct.
To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say, oh yeah.
Did you miss anything? Show just started.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
This looks pretty cool. That's from Owlcat. Iron Man game, Fantastic Four movie. You're probably going to be right there.
Did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility.
You're not getting Wolverine today,
Long
correct?
time before our arrival. Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
Or any day this month.
In your Loda. They never look up.
Imagine if they show Wolverine at the Xbox showcase.
Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
The most insane reveal in history of the industry. Rise of Hydra got delayed, so I'm not expecting them to show anything until later this year.
What the hell happened here? Hey, buddy.
Damn, he got cooked. Or froze. Is this Sub-Zero? The White Walkers? The Expanse? They made a game for The Expanse? Oh, these visuals look insane. What the hell?
Glad you're still breathing.
I still gotta watch this show. But everyone was saying it's really good. I still got The Expanse is on my watch list. Osiris Reborn. PS5, Xbox, and PC. That looks tough.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Damn, that's crazy.
And we're
One of your favorite book series?
World premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
That's a crazy reveal. Like off rip. What the hell? Action RPG, a AAA action RPG based on The Expanse.
I used to swear
Never heard of it? Yeah,
my father's
yeah. The Expanse is like this really popular sci-fi show. It's supposed to be really good.
To protect the wards is to protect our people.
All right,
And if it claims our lives,
we got some fantasy here.
what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
Looks cool.
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
Love that for you. Ooh. She got force powers. Epic music. Doing some soul sucking.
Rin, take my hand.
She will suck your soul out too. That's crazy.
I hear not
We got zombies.
clamor of conquerors.
Oh, look at that, bro. Look at that aura. Look at the aura. Forspoken too. I wish Forspoken looked this good.
One thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Should have been you. Echoes of the Wind. Coming this summer. Xbox, PS5, and PC. I'll definitely check that out. I'm very much in the mood for some action
thrilled to
RPGs.
reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later
Lots
this
of
year.
medieval
Fun
games
doesn't
because
stop
it's
there.
popular
Here's another
and
world
cool.
premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
These are the games you want. These are the games you want. I agree. I agree. That looks cool. That looks cool as hell. The first two games they showed so far look really, really good. All right, this is pre-alpha, so whatever game they're showing right now probably won't be out for a while. This ain't anything major. Oh yeah, the first game they showed was for was a new action RPG based on The Expanse. That's a pretty big deal. That show's huge. I had no idea they were getting their own video game, especially one that looks that high quality. This is pretty creepy. You wake up in a forest with no memory, already pretty messed up. Great visuals. With no map and just a flashlight to light your steps. That sounds frightening. With the feeling you are always watched. Hate when that happens. The whispers are all around you. So you're hearing voices. Try to remember and find your way home. So it's kind of like a survival horror. Whispers in the Fog. So it's like which is on Steam. So it's like a first-person survival horror. Mystery game.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a
One
watch.
guy made that? Jesus Christ.
Next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins.
Yes!
Let's check it out.
They showed this yesterday at Summer Game Fest. Give this to me straight into my veins. Into my veins right now. I hope they show Escanor today. Please show Escanor. Oh, this looks insane. Yeah, they're showing more than they did yesterday. Combat looks fire. Visuals look really good. It's literally Genshin Impact with 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, you son of a bitch! They showed his axe.
The 7 Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.net.
They blue balled me.
Okay, it's
They
time
showed me
to hear about what's
Escanor's
coming in
axe.
Season 7 of free-to-play.
Oh,
destructo
you
shooter, The
bastards!
Final.
Ah!
Let's take a look.
You don't even watch anime, you buy this? Is it worth watching? Watch. If you like action anime, watch the first 3 seasons of 7 Deadly Sins and don't watch a second more. Watch the first 3 seasons on Netflix and then never watch anything related to it again.
Just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons.
Read the
but
manga if you want to know the rest of the
it's time
story.
to move on and talk about Herdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of
The
soul.
first 3
Let's find
seasons,
out when you can get your hands on it.
peak action anime. The rest, absolute dog shit. It's worth watching an anime just to see Escanor's first appearance. Escanor, easily one of my favorite anime characters, one of my favorite characters, period. Getting to play him in an open world action game, I don't care how much this game costs. If it's 80, 90, I'm buying that 7 Deadly Sins game. Day one. I don't care. They confirmed Escanor is in it. That's all I needed to know. Xbox should have done Punisher instead of Blade. Hell no. Blade is way cooler than Punisher.
Herdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable
Look at
Californians
her
right
also.
now by downloading the demo,
I would definitely would not
now
expect
on Steam.
Kingdom Hearts 4 today.
Sleep Awake.
Escanor Center
which is
Pride will
anything but
return.
cute. It's a first-person psychedelic
Oh my
thriller that
God.
explores the realm between slumber and death.
Absolute
This game is helmed
cinema.
by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
Do we know when the next showcase is? Tomorrow.
Can't sleep.
The Xbox showcase.
I cannot sleep. I must.
I'll be live for that one too. Blumhouse Games. Shout out to Blumhouse.
Come along. This way.
Very creepy. Oh, that looks cool as hell. What the?
You're not ignoring.
Oh, that looks sick.
Are you?
Yeah, this definitely looks like somebody from something that somebody from 9 Inch Nails would make.
I am awake.
This is definitely giving 9 Inch Nails. What is my most anticipated game right now for 2025 is Ghost of Yote and Crimson Desert. You're getting this game?
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish list.
Wish list it.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am.
Future game show is 2 hours long.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her
Yeah, not the best, not the greatest title, but
before he does.
it gets the job done. Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream.
Requiem is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in the setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world, because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
Let me fix my nightbot real quick.
With like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me a rendering of one of the movies.
Because Future Game Show usually lets you
so beautiful.
download some of this stuff, some of these games
what I want from you is
that are available or wish lists.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River End Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Games Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
All right, if y'all want to wishlist any of these games, set it up through Nightbot. Bro, I'm so hyped for the 7 Deadly Sins game. I thought it was canceled. Like, I thought I imagined it. They showed the gameplay trailer for it like a couple years ago. Just out of nowhere, they just showed a teaser for it, and then I didn't hear anything else about the game. I had forgotten all about it until it came up at Summer Game Fest last night. That's definitely one of my most anticipated upcoming games. I hope they do more anime games in that style. Like that open world Genshin style action RPG. Like, that's how I feel like more anime games should be, instead of like an arena fighter or whatever.
Friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's Home. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right.
Is there any new Bond game? I'm definitely in.
Shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
I'm definitely all in on that James Bond game. That looks crazy. Bye for Dying Light the Beast. I don't trust Dying Light after Dying Light 2. After how bad Dying Light 2 was at launch, I'm definitely not trusting the Beast. Going to Quest 2. I might upgrade. I gotta see how much the Quest 3 is now. Because I do kind of want to play Deadpool. Where's Wolverine? You're in the wrong place, my friend. No Wolverine here. Once Wolverine didn't show up at the State of Play, I was like, well, that's it. We're not seeing it for Summer Game Fest. You don't think they would look cool if they made anime game look real? No. That the aesthetic is what is part of is a big part of the reason the anime game looks good. Trying to force a realistic aesthetic, I think would be a mistake. They have a Deadpool game. Deadpool VR was revealed last night at the Summer Game Fest.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield
Where
the
anime
power
game
of a
7 Deadly
paintbrush
Sins.
to escape a decaying inner world.
Relevant to my interests.
You've been playing The Precinct? You recommend it? Nice. I just finally downloaded the Neo 3 demo and the Hitman World of Assassination DLC. So I might tap in. This looks pretty cool. Reminds me of Hollow Knight Silksong, which I think is going to be revealed tomorrow at the Xbox show. I hear Silksong is supposed to come out soon, according to leaks. Someone could probably have their own showcase. Yeah. If Wolverine is still coming out next year, then I'm assuming PlayStation has an event in like September or something, because they barely showed any of their first-party games at the State of Play, and they have like a lot of potential games they could reveal for first-party stuff.
Constance is coming to PC on.
Do I recommend Stellar Blade? Yeah, it's really fun.
Demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Not just
those of you who have tuned in before,
the Gooner stuff aside, it's actually a pretty fun action game.
Exciting upcoming games.
And it's got some of the best music I've ever played, I've ever experienced in a video game.
Titan Quest 2. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006
Absolute
for a sequel to
S-tier soundtrack
action RPG.
for Stellar Blade.
The good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
They referenced Silksong yesterday.
Tell us the whole story.
I think Deadpool actually referenced Silksong yesterday. But it's supposed to be getting a trailer and release date.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology.
The Stellar Blade? No, it was made by
in what you associate Greece with.
a Korean studio,
which we came up with ourselves.
famous for their Gooner mobile game.
Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture.
They're like a
some other games
99-person studio,
and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands.
like 90, 99.
In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a
in that range.
Hero character.
Not a huge studio, but
you're
definitely not like a solo dev.
Be a capable fighter. You have
Deadpool's getting his song.
Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your.
Is Iron Man happening?
As you previously
according to EA, Iron Man is happening.
Quest 2 is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge two masteries into one, instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the two masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
You thought they canceled Black Panther? They did. They asked about Iron Man.
Take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually.
So far, they've maintained that they're still going forward with Iron Man.
And choice is
and they most recently said that they're still going to do at least 3 new Marvel games,
has like these several modifier,
including Iron Man.
You can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space.
He is video manager. Yeah, so the funny thing, their sports division is basically on autopilot. It's their entertainment division that's kind of a shit show right now.
In general,
and having all these layoffs.
Additional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs.
The sports division is basically on autopilot. Just put out, copy and paste a new Madden, copy and paste a new FC every year.
It will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already.
No, they don't have to do anything.
A summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
That quest was cool. Black Widow game. As far as I know, there is no Black Widow game in development. Marvel Rivals will not be here, but then they'll be revealing new skins next
Titan
week.
Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games store. Wait, legendary actor Yuri Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my
Peter?
MJ? What are you doing here?
Peter?
Hey guys. Hey man. I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights.
Was he here to promote? No, he's not here.
Then I heard you
What
guys
is he here for?
making noise about video games.
He's not in Persona.
Join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No,
wanna...
no, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right.
Got you.
Let's
Get ready,
go.
folks, because it's
My
time for
goat.
the world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure
My goat.
that launched back in 2020.
My goat. Peter and MJ together again.
I have seen things that should be forgotten.
I was not expecting that.
I tried to escape my past.
Now they got me curious. Why is Yuri here?
I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some
Bro, just spawned. Seriously. I had no idea he was going to be here.
The far reaches of the world.
Shout out to Spider-Man, Ben 10, and Sasuke.
And dizzying marvels.
Wasn't Matt Mercer voice of Leon Kennedy? Yes, he was.
For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible
Call of the Elder Gods. Is Yuri voicing? Was that Yuri's voice?
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks.
Call of the Elder Gods, new Yuri Lowenthal game. All right.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set,
We're looking Venom game.
we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
3 bio cores. How hard could it be?
He's just being a friendly neighborhood. True. Every time you watch anime, you hear Yuri Lowenthal's voice. Accurate. You might get it. Did I get a Switch too? No. I have never purchased a Nintendo product.
Narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Stream
Classic marketing.
just rewound.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
We're in a time loop. Time loop.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set,
So I think they will show anything about Blood of the Dawnwalker. Yeah, actually, very possible. We could see some Blood of the Dawnwalker
How hard could it be?
today. Yeah, I would firmly put Blood of the Dawnwalker as a possibility today, which would be sick. I love what I saw of that game. Definitely another game I'm looking forward to. Blood of the Dawnwalker, definitely a game of the year contender when it comes out. Deathloop, literally. You sure you didn't cause a time loop? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You have Time Lord in your name.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters.
Gives you blood and wine from Witcher 3 vibes.
And a whole lot
that
of
makes sense. It was made by the studio was started up by like former CD Projekt Red developers.
Combat in Vale of the Witch is built for hardcore.
I think they left after Cyberpunk.
Speed and brutality. That means a small party.
And they started a new studio. And Blooded Dawnwalker's their first game.
A few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster,
Is your voice again?
or backstabbing cutthroat Emil. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle.
Did they show God of War or Little Nightmares? They did not.
Skills right in the middle of battle.
Blooded Dawnwalker something with people there?
Is a branching roguelike
100%. That looks like a must buy for sure.
Unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Blooded Dawnwalker is definitely going to be one of those games everyone's going to be talking about when it drops.
Then head back to town where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies,
All you hear is Sasuke
craft
Ichigo.
equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on trials mode.
Hey, Dave, contrary to probably believe you're the doctor.
Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolon,
Prototype 3,
Vale of the Witch.
or at least
Early
remake.
access available now on
Please,
Steam,
Xbox.
and coming
That-
soon to Xbox, PS5,
That would be crazy
and Nintendo Switch.
for the Xbox showcase. If they show Prototype. Activision is under Xbox now, so it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, the original Prototype games were published under Activision, and Activision is now under Xbox. The original studio that made Prototype isn't still around, I don't think, but it was published by Activision, so yeah, they do own that IP. Nice chill party game. Is a future game show is very good. I'm having a good time.
Unit 1 to dispatch, copy.
Firefighter simulator.
Break that door open. Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
The clothes are about to catch fire.
Is this the next schedule one?
Gotta go scout the area.
This actually looks really good for like a. This actually looks like a really good firefighter simulator.
Please, get me out of here.
Heroes. The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers with too much
Is there a possibility of Wolverine? If you're here for Wolverine, you're in the wrong place. There will be no Wolverine this month.
But what is a hero without a princess to save?
Zelda.
Without dragons to slay? Nothing.
Can you let the houses burn though? You can, I'm sure, but they'll probably fire you.
As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs,
Prototype 2 needs to remake,
everything is
fix the story. I agree with that. I agree with that. Cool game, but I don't like what they did with Mercer's character.
According to our reports, is a complete and utter
Yeah, the transitions are kind of messed up. I think they're having technical problems with the stream.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
If Wolverine wasn't at the State of Play, it was definitely not going to be at the Summer Game Fest, and it's definitely not going to be at the Future Game Show, Summer Showcase.
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
All right, now we'll get to see this full trailer. Because I was like, oh, this looks good, and then they just cut it off.
Princess to slay.
They did it again.
Without dragons to slay.
The hell? I'm trying to see the firefighter game.
That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure.
Damn, I'm trying to see the firefighter game. What the hell?
Hero's arrival.
Inside this cave,
I already saw Groot.
find a necromancer who, according to our reports,
trying to see the firefighter.
embarrassment to the story.
Someone's messing with time, and I don't like it.
The book is titled Hellgates and You, your first ritual
Groot game.
sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul
I am
of a
Groot.
demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
It's all. So after you're done fighting fires, you go to a fantasy world with Groot. That checks out.
It's the inspector. Here with their cushy job and their
Somebody's using a time stone.
We have to do more
Call
work.
Doctor Strange.
A dragon?
Call Wong.
That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
You kind of giving up on Wolverine. It's a shame because he's your favorite character. I mean, that's fine, but
We are happy to welcome you.
everyone's still going to play it when it comes out. So I'm not even worried about it.
Fantastical and arcane affairs today.
You are the time zone.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this
But what about the firefighter
Now
game?
for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
I like those. I like a lot of those things. Oh, it's this game. I remember this game. It's the waifu game. It's the waifu hero shooter. Literally made by Team Waifu. Jesus Christ. Their name is literally, the name of the dev studio is literally Team Waifu. Holy shit. Unsurprising they made a waifu game. With jiggle physics. Confirmed. This looks like Lycoris Recoil with maid outfits.
But what is a story?
And they cut him off. They did it again. Oh, now the Gooners are going to be mad.
Swing, you lop his head off.
This is propaganda. This fantasy game is messing with time. Now they're going too far. They cut off the waifu game.
Newest agent to the cause.
Cutting off the firefighter game is bad enough. Now they cut off the waifu game.
Arcane affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane
This time loop was crazy, bro.
And
now
for
put the waifus
something
back on.
Completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and
Well-
Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
It's the woke mind virus. It's causing a time loop. Yuri's vessel. Everything was fine before Yuri showed up. I'm just saying. And they skipped the rest of the trip. Pre-alpha. Oh, there's a pre-alpha live right now, and it's coming out in 2026.
Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC, but you can jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a
third
look
person.
at Hirogami.
I don't think that's going to stop a lot of people. After all, Overwatch is in first person. We all know how popular those women are. Yeah, I do agree. It makes more sense to go third person. Marvel Rivals understood the assignment. It would be crazy if we got more Resident Evil 9 information. For sure. I wouldn't totally rule it out, honestly. They already did the big reveal. I could definitely see them mentioning Resident Evil 9. This game was peaceful. Love it already. That looks crazy. Hirogami. September 3rd. Oh, there's a demo out on Steam right now. And it's going to be on PS5.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Who's the protagonist of Resident Evil 9?
Time for an update on Eve
There's going to be a couple of protagonists.
This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
They showed the first one yesterday. But according to leaks, Leon will also be a playable.
For everyone,
he'll also be one of the protagonists.
Have the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform.
Do I like Hustle and Flow? That's extremely random. But yeah, it was a really good movie.
You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things.
They were doing MMO for us? Absolutely.
Start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Dim Online,
so they play on Leon being a villain like they did with Chris and
where most of the things
R8 could be
in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves.
With the Wolverine games, the friends we made along the way.
Especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through the process of stripping down
the character designers, I was watching a behind-the-scenes video of the Marvel Rivals devs designing the characters.
Basically, what the Frontier
absolute gooners, bro.
Third-party developers is to mod the actual server.
If you thought the game, if you thought the designs were crazy, wait until you see the stuff that didn't make it into the game.
Enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before.
Holy!
But this is very much inspired by the third-party.
They got some gooners on that team, bro.
Around Dim Online, we are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in
the more rival stuff get announced, no.
And what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely.
The Wolverine game was inside you all along. Y'all watch it then. Y'all covered it on the channel. I think it should still be up on their Twitter account. It's like it's part 2 of their deep dive.
Access for eFrontier is
I think it's on YouTube as well. They did it's part 2 of their deep dive on the art of Marvel Rivals.
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
The Wolverine game was the game show we watched along the way. And shit that 007 is going to be third person. It makes sense. It's made by the guys that did Hitman. And from what I can tell, it's going to be similar to Hitman, except like a little more scripted, more linear, more big set piece stuff. But otherwise, it'll play out similar to Hitman. So it makes sense as in third person. Do you see anything related to Marvel or Spider-Man? This is not going to be that kind of show. If you're looking, if there's any Marvel games today, it'll be like Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Insomniac is not going to be here. Insomniac almost exclusively appears at PlayStation shows, and they haven't even been going to those. Basically, Hitman meets Uncharted. Exactly. Went update on Rise of Hydra. I mean, they delayed it to 2026.
Is racing towards release
to early 2026. So
you can play the demo now on Steam.
The marketing is delayed. Is going to be delayed as well.
But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo. And
Marvel fighting game look fun. Yeah, Tokan fighting game look crazy.
This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick.
Came across concept art of the Cliffhanger BP game. Could have cried. You're sick, man. Yeah, stuff. Yeah, I covered it. Yeah, I covered it in my video on the EA announcements. I went over the story. I showed some of the concept art. That the game looked insane.
Throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments.
Absolute tragedy that it got canceled.
Has descended on the town of Flint Peak.
A Black Panther game with the Nemesis system. The Skrull invasion. That game was going to be crazy.
It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn.
Let's see more of those Souls like Mercer. Your Chrono Odyssey looks insane. I cannot. I'm definitely playing Chrono Odyssey when it comes out. That looked tough.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate.
Why they canceled? Literally money. The EA executives at the start of the year looked at all the games.
That was our one.
And they basically cut canceled any game.
Let's keep on sailing with another
over there that was in early development.
Naval combat simulator set in the late 80s.
Respawn has some games that got canceled too. And they had layoffs over there. They literally just were trying to save money because they're greedy. Anything that was
begins with a plan.
Wasn't like relatively close to release, they cut it. Because they're trying to inflate their stock price.
A vision etched on parchment. Foretelling glory.
Nemesis system is a curse. It might be, bro.
Or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what.
All three Nemesis system games have been canceled and the studios are closed down.
Fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit.
Which ain't Fallen Feathers was good. Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks really good.
But in the story,
what's up, Venom?
Back, and the legend we become.
Check it out. Black Panther game. Literally, they just didn't get it. It was like, all right, whatever. How is it close to being released? No. Okay, cancel it. That's literally all they cared about.
But never at our final destination.
All right. Well, this is expensive. You're taking too long, so we're canceling it.
So we chart.
They don't care how ambitious or whatever. They don't care because they're not gamers. They're just greedy executives.
We fight. We enjoy.
They're like, okay, how is this going to make us money? We don't care about the story.
And life is.
And they just cut it. Superman in Fortnite in 3 hours. I'll definitely log in for Fortnite. I only have Fortnite downloaded, but I'll re-download it. Rebellion. Ahoy.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Oh, Kickstarter game. It's going to be on Steam. So a ship game. Iron Man did not get canceled. EA said that
check out the funding drive
they're not canceling Iron Man.
Ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal
Any other Marvel games than the ones announced already when it comes out to 2030?
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage.
Or earlier. We don't know what's in development right now that hasn't been announced yet. If there's stuff that's already been in development, then it could come out next year.
Flickshot Rogue,
2027, 2028,
strategy roguelike
29.
Trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year. You can try it for yourself ahead of time.
What are the odds of someone picking the game up?
Now let's take a look at
pretty much zero.
Golf Architect.
Well, not zero, but close to zero.
You mold terrain to create world-class courses, and then
it's not completely unheard of.
As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff.
Like Saber Interactive famously
a golfer's paradise.
Effectively saved the Knights of the Old Republic remake after Sony canceled it.
Ascends to Zero is up next. It's a hack and slash roguelike.
It's rare.
Surviving human of a devastated world.
Because this is very expensive.
Freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters.
They'd have to take on, because they're taking on a Marvel game.
The funding drive for Ahoy at
so it's going to be expensive right off the bat.
And you can also wishlist.
They're picking up an entire new studio.
The spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal.
And the game is still in pre-production, so they're not going to see a potential return for another few years.
Vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some.
So it would basically have to be a company with deep pockets to do it.
Flickshot Rogues is a
Tencent could do it.
Where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating.
Sony could do it.
Across the constantly
Microsoft could do it.
Peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming.
Amazon could do it
this year. You can try it for yourself ahead of time by
but
checking
I
out
doubt
the
it.
free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect. An all-in-one
You want to make a Black Widow game? You should make it.
Terrain to create world-class courses, and then try them out
Rename him Puna Man and do the same game.
Green and obstacles between. You'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise.
Ain't no way they're going to cancel Last Run like that. Last Run is cooked,
but
bro.
You can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
And the 50% of the studio got fired.
Is up next. It's a hack and slash roguelike.
I'm assuming that game got cut. I'm assuming that game is canceled until I hear otherwise.
To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish lists.
Game show is 2 hours.
Or how about Animal Kind?
Ain't Rockstar working on Max Payne remakes? I think they are.
Building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters.
When do I think 7 Deadly Sins will release? Probably next year.
Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish.
Show's gonna be 3 hours if they keep rerunning these trailers. True.
Animal Kind is coming soon.
Rip Last Ronin.
But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving.
Bold of Jimmy to try to start his studio with the Black Widow game. He wants to start with the expensive Marvel game.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast.
You're gonna need millions of dollars off the bat, off rip.
Each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But when you fail, there's always another.
You better make it a Gooner
game.
game.
Feature 4 biomes,
because you're gonna need to sell some skins.
Mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to
Miss anything good? You missed a lot of really good things. This is a surprisingly fun show.
Creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC.
Think we're getting anything big? We already did. The show's been lit so far.
That was our spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the summer showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Wait, what?
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
What? All the negative reviews you read about are real and are written by people who are not ready for Scum. FPS poop game? I'd rather buy WinRAR. Killed by indestructible robots. This is the most unique market I've ever seen. Nobody wants to micromanage their poop. They're marketing the game with negative reviews. Truly a game for masochists. You can adjust penis sliders or a new low for society in gaming. They have penis sliders. 2,166 hours played. Game's trash. Don't buy it. Okay, this is gonna be like the biggest game on Steam. This is gonna be like the biggest game in the world when it comes out.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep. You can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
That's going to be the biggest game. That's going to be the biggest game in the world.
Deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
Deathground. AKA we have Jurassic Park at home.
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad.
Why do you want this?
Players, you must
For the peanut slider, I'm assuming.
in these dinosaur-infested abandoned facilities. Could you survive?
You got an idea for a dating sim?
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind
A Marvel dating sim? Oh,
The
Jesus.
main threat you'll need to avoid
You're
is
going really
raptors,
niche.
Specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall.
Dino Crisis, no.
I'm
It's called
about
It's called
5'3", so
Deathground.
that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We spent most of our development time taming them.
19 inches of
Huge
scale.
challenge because
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
exactly, of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The number one culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know,
This is literally Jurassic. It's literally a Jurassic Park survival game without Jurassic Park, the IP.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
There's no Wolverine this month. There's no Wolverine this month.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And Biomedical, which is my personal favorite, where you'll have to see...
Splinter Cell Remake is supposed to be getting revealed at the Xbox Showcase tomorrow.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock
Daredevil game where you prep cases and represent people. That's just a lord. So just Phoenix Wright,
Steam Early Access this
but Daredevil.
year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Wishlist on Steam.
Deathground is launching
Any
into
hope
Steam
on the Venom
early
game?
access
Nope.
later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell is Us.
Hell is Us, yeah.
What happened here? Madness and hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belated, and I am the Executive Creative
I
Director.
want to see some more gameplay.
Our director on Hell is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. He was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where
Anything big, yep.
is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over,
Yeah, I'm definitely playing this when it comes out.
Fine. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you on a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old Zelda games, how
Red Skull and Crossbones,
and like you had just enough to know where to go, but
Sound like making X-Men online game. I don't know if they're making X-Men online game, but they are making an online game.
By sight and hearing.
Well, every game is an online game. They're making a multiplayer game.
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
It's got,
you talk to
got some
NPCs that are
RPG elements.
Tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy.
Last one is already waited for. I'm afraid to break it to you, but actually no, you need to know it's not happening. The game is canceled.
See them from here, and as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some.
I would recommend checking out some other games. There are a lot of really cool ones coming out.
Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns and it's maybe
so many more
did come here. I think that's kind of very unique and it works really well. Like any game, especially a game of
you have like more than 15 games you want doing your list.
Than others.
Mind's Eye looks like absolute dog water.
It's very much.
We were watching the IO Interactive showcase last night.
Yeah.
I was streaming it after Summer Game Fest was over. and they did a mind's eye deep dive.
Talk about
That game looks like
and the enemies.
Absolute slop.
Or physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative.
Absolute generic.
What does emotion look like?
Slop.
So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy,
It's like
terror, and rage.
It's
So
like the
Hollow Walker
Saints Row
represents a bit-
reboot.
So it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker, and it's a bit like a
Combined
facsimile
with Watch
of a
Dogs.
human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion, and then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and
Complete trash.
They ended up looking like this.
It legitimately looks horrible.
So you'll be able to play Hell Is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
I'm definitely locked in on Hell Is Us.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
Wolverine.
I think we're due another world
Wolverine
premiere,
is
don't you?
Wolverine
This
is
one's
either
an
getting
action
shown
adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon
at a
world.
PlayStation event, like a PlayStation showcase, or it's not getting, or Insomniac
Maybe.
will
Let's
drop it
throw
on
someone
Twitter
else while I
or
take
something.
This totally real.
It's not going to be at
Hello?
any game show
Hi.
until it gets revealed
Hey,
by
Matt.
PlayStation
I'm
or
super
Insomniac.
excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it?
Saying about Salt Game, you are correct. Mind's eye look derivative, the definition of derivative, exactly.
Actually seeing you just reminded me.
It's like every game it's just like a bunch of games I've seen before.
Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing
But
great for time.
made bland and forgettable.
Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure.
Like I'm just talking about what it look what it looked like.
But only if
From a technical standpoint, it's probably going to be a complete mess because the preview event they had was a complete disaster. Like the game was a complete mess from a technical standpoint. It was so bad they couldn't even do a hands-on preview event. They had to show people gameplay on a screen, and even that gameplay was buggy as hell of the devs playing. Like I said, Mind's Eye is the game that is on in the background of a Law & Order event, literally. You know, Hulk God of War game for sure. Bro, yeah, a Marvel Magic game, like a action horror magic game with like Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch would definitely go hard. I feel like Remedy would make a really good Doctor Strange game. Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch game. I feel like that would be perfect for Remedy. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are interested in Hulk, so somebody should definitely get on that.
That's right. We're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlak herself, and the awesome
Karlak?
Jasmine Bular in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go.
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
Like a Constantine game. Don't remind me. We were going to get one. Warner Brothers canceled it.
The city is not without its enemies. The demons above.
We were literally going to get a Constantine game, and the geniuses at Warner Brothers canceled it.
Let's do this. You're going to be
Because they didn't think he was popular enough.
Through Sheo, all things are possible.
Absolute dickheads over there.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops.
Oh, it gets worse though. Same studio, WB Games Montreal, after they canceled their Constantine game, said, okay, we're going to make a game based on The Flash. Everyone knows The Flash. He's super popular. But then because the movie bombed, the the WB executives canceled the Flash game. So I'm like, bro, y'all are actually stupid. Like, you're actually stupid. Like, the reason why we have all these Batman games isn't because like no one wants to make anything else. It's literally because WB execs are actually stupid. Every time someone tries to make something other than Batman, they try to block it. Absolute morons. Thank God James Gunn is over there now. What an absolute clown show. I should make my own game. I would love to. I'm not a developer though, but if I had enough money, I would definitely start a game studio. Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff. You want to make a Flash game? I thought you were busy making a dating sim. Now you want to make a Flash game? I've never had a Flash game because WB literally said no. That's why. Every time someone tried to make a Flash game, it got canceled before it could be released. WB executives are why you don't have a Flash game. A game with Superman would be amazing. I agree. WB canceled at least 2 of them that were in development previously under the last leadership. all these games you wanted, they just canceled without putting them out. People love the Flash based on comics, anime shows, and movies. Not just one bad movie, literally there was tribute to the character. And games too. The Injustice games were extremely popular, as was DC Universe Online. These people, but these executives, they don't play games. They're completely out of touch. They have no idea what they're doing. That's why you need like actual gamers that are in positions of power up there. Because these execs don't know anything. They actually have no idea what they're talking about. They don't play video games at all. Like David had died. Thank God he's gone. He was the head of gaming at WB for like the last 10 years. He is not a gamer. I don't think he's ever played a video game in his life. It was under his leadership that they canceled the Wonder Woman game. They canceled the Flash game, the Constantine game, the Damian Wayne Batman game, 2 Superman games. They messed up
you can all of those games by heading to the...
They just messed up everything.
Future Game Show Steam page?
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way,
and it did no licensing. They didn't try to license anything to outside studios.
Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games.
The market research should be watching channel like that, literally. Supermassive.
To do this, just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
I never played Until Dawn, but I did play The Quarry.
Those things can change.
So I like these kind of games. This looks cool. Imagine how many more games you don't even know about. Legitimately, it makes me so angry. Thinking about how many DC games we could have had by now. Like, it feels like every week a new Marvel game gets announced. And we haven't even got an update on Wolf Among Us 2 yet.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made.
Yeah.
With Turning Points,
we're getting Cosmic Invasion this year.
Point or decision, collect missing collectibles.
We're getting Deadpool.
Different choices would have played out.
VR this year.
By the same token, you're actually
we're getting Rise of Hydra early next year.
There's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from
Blade is like 2027. Wolverine is
will be available
potentially 2026
for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
That narrative approach is cool. Yeah, that's a really cool feature. Adds a ton of replay value.
20 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
What's up, Beard?
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025. And if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Yeah, all DC has right now
just as scary, but for entirely
is the new Rocksteady Batman game,
death-defying climbing simulator with a
and
control
Wolf Among Us 2.
Here's the game baker.
And the new and there's a DCU game. DC has Injustice 3, the Rocksteady Batman game, Wolf Among Us 2,
no one has ever conquered. You can climb
and the unannounced DCU game from James Gunn.
You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina.
It's just those 4 right now.
Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitude.
There's one more, but I can't. But I know a lot of you aren't going to be interested in it, and I'm not allowed to say what it is.
And spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip.
That was a Fortnite live event. I've been live for the last hour and a half doing this. Before that, I was watching Sinners.
It's up to you to read the rock face.
It just came out on digital, so I had to lock in and watch it.
Coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Played the demo for this,
coming to
and it was a lot of fun.
And PC later this year, and you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are 2 great games from our friends at Quali.
Superman and Fortnite, yep. And you get to use his powers. Whoa, what the? You remember when Aqua convinced you to buy Dying Light 2? I do. I'll never forget it. Double cheeked up on a Saturday afternoon is crazy. Superman in the Battle Pass twice. Yeah, I just want the Superman skin, and I want to get the Mythic so I can fly around and shoot lasers. That woman needs some clothes on. She gonna fight monsters? I know, right? She needs some armor or something. It's very easy to get bitten by zombies if you're not wearing clothes. You need to be wearing material that they can't bite through. Your Black Widow game is about Black Widow, Nick Fury, and Hawkeye. Do you miss the Superman Fortnite collab? It's supposed to be happening today, apparently. Post running Hawkeye. Superman skin is available on June 7th. On June 17th. It unlocks later. Well, that's when I'll be on Fortnite. June 17th. I'll be there. Park the Ghoul available right now. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta let me pull up my PlayStation.
Hella is coming soon to PC,
Turn on my
PlayStation, and
PS5
Xbox.
Pro right
so
now.
give it a wish list on Steam
I'm
or
trying
the
to-
Epic Game Store.
I'm trying
Moving
to
swiftly on. It's time for a look at Ludo.
pre-register
This is a
for that
psychological
7 Deadly
thriller
Sins
where
game.
the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
How can you distinguish between what is real
7
and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
I'm gonna see who makes the game. See if I get an early copy. See if I get an early copy of the 7 Deadly Sins game. I need that.
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it? Don't do it. Don't let him get you again.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wish list it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Anybody know somebody at Netmarble I can talk to about the 7 Deadly Sins game? Hit me up. Anyone at Netmarble watching? I am very much interested in 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Holla at your boy. With an early review copy. I will definitely be covering it on the channel.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wish list it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special
Summer Game Fest season is always busy for this channel. Cover all the live stuff.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future
Game
Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from
Should I switch to Twitch?
If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to
the alternate stream
to Reach.
I'll pull it up just in case. Let me see the other stream. Oh, the other stream is ahead of us. If you switch to Twitch, you have to buy games. Stop spreading propaganda.
A mystery.
This mic I go. Oh, okay.
Of the Duck Detective.
No, my mic literally fell over.
In solving Freddy the Crocodile.
I didn't
Work
notice.
Together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs.
It fell over while I was trying to
Right now,
wish
we're
list
working on a
7 Deadly
simplified
Sins.
Chinese language update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One,
Duck
and
Detective.
Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy.
I'm never getting another Dying Light game. I've learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. No more Dying Light games for me. I'm done after Dying Light 2.
Duck Detective, the ghost of glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon? Get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Ratatan tan ta 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 tan tan. And he does it, yeah. Oh, there's no pretending. I still have the VOD up on the channel of me raging about how much I hate Dying Light 2. Absolute dog shit game. I'm still mad I couldn't get a refund. For that buggy slop. What is this? This is a Ratatantan. And you have videos talking about how Jujutsu Kaisen is the worst anime in the last 10 years. No, you don't. You actually have videos explicitly saying it's one of the best anime ever created. I remember I watched it before. That music is annoying. This game look weird as hell. Not about Midjitsu, Cap. Digo tested both. What are you going to do about Bunny, Jimmy?
Ratatan is coming to Steam early
What's your
access on July
budget for starting a video game
There's
studio
a free demo available on Steam
right now?
if you want to give
How
it a
much
shot.
money do you have
Following
available
that
to
bombshell
put
with a
towards
new
this?
trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s
Ooh,
twist
Agatha
on the
Christie.
beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
We getting a Poirot mystery game?
It can't be.
Poirot mystery game? I'm kind of here for it. Hercule, you love Hercule Poirot, as you should. He's absolutely based.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do?
$5?
Can you
Yeah, that's not going to cut
confirm that
it.
all the passengers are present for the meal?
That 70s
Yes, keep the
soundtrack
list. Everyone is here.
with Hercule
Good morning,
Poirot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must take
You do
calm
indie games to start
if
out.
we want to find
You're
the
gonna need more than
culprit. I have a
$5,
small
even for an indie
idea of the
game.
situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case.
They should have Sadot voice Perot's half brother.
Dangerous one.
Or let me voice Perot himself.
What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot.
What do we
I'm
have
now
here?
going to search each of you.
I am Hercule Poirot.
Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
I am a French detective.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Every question must have its answer. Death on the Nile.
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile.
Now you too. How do I say this? Not for sounding.
September of 2025. But you
I'll
can
have you
purchase it now
know,
on Steam or the Epic
I
Games
took
Store.
Okay, I don't want to
one
build up this
semester
next
of
trailer
French.
too much, but let's just say you can flip.
Oh, the puns.
You have around $300. That's still not a lot. I mean, you can buy a few Unreal assets with that for sure. I think you should save that $300 and hope that some crazy AI technology comes out that allows you to make a Scooby-Doo? House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo? Whoa, I did not expect that one.
Swinks, Laura. House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close
Hello,
in on the
beta
end of the
testers.
show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia, the
Man,
Old Country.
it's been a while.
Gory details.
Ooh, Mafia, the Old Country. It's been a while since we had a good Scooby-Doo game.
Mafia, the Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to
Mafia disappeared in GTA Country.
So the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where
Any good games get? You're looking at one.
Really came from.
In Mafia the Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara.
Agatha Christie game is only $40? Oh, that's pretty good.
In the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately
Vid gonna be vid, delusional.
He doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes.
Bill Wowzers had a good Scooby-Doo anything? True.
Crime family, and then this game really, this story shows
Definitely wasn't Velma.
Through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia the Old Country, we moved.
You love the chat? Appreciate you, Chicken Nugget.
Really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an
DJ 6 is going to be a masterpiece.
Emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show.
Only one good game. There've been a bunch.
In Enzo's story.
I don't know what you've been watching.
Peggy 18.
Already pre-ordered.
Come forward.
GTA 6 is going to be the best game ever made. Probably. All right, Jimmy. Good luck on your fictional video game studio.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor.
Would you rather a GTA werewolf clone or a GTA vampire clone?
Brotherhood.
You mean a?
You're here because of your deeds.
You mean a GTA
and the assertion
a GTA style game with vampires or werewolves? Well, vampires are obviously just better than werewolves objectively. So.
If you make a friend.
Always vampires.
Woman, they must not know about our thing.
Really, all the Rockstar Studios working on this one GTA game? I mean, yeah.
It is by
they probably spent like $2 billion developing it.
It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Nothing more important than family.
Yes. I do.
Vin Diesel taught me that.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
Imagine all your studio for a gangbanger simulator. Gangbanger? You're definitely a 70-year-old white guy.
To become a man of honor. Repeat this.
Your prediction is that we're going to see Wolverine in September? Gut feeling?
I swear my loyalty.
You wish you're only 35? You got a lot of suffering left in his life?
I swear
True.
my loyalty to this family.
Yeah, I could definitely see Sony doing a PlayStation showcase in September. For sure.
If I do not keep my oath.
Because they still have a lot of first party games they didn't show off
My flesh
this year.
has to burn like this saint.
And I know they're not gonna let Xbox embarrass them with a showcase 2 years in a row.
Welcome, Enzo.
Captain, what it do?
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
You've been absent for greatness.
Salute. Salute.
You came right on time for Mafia the Old Country with the end of it. Coming August 8th, pre-order now. Received a Sadot pack.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Ooh. Time travel. Love it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games.
Oh,
Team scattered around the
this game has a lot of sauce. I saw a Durag.
The true
Son of a bitch!
I swear my loyalty to this family.
Hold on, let me find an alt stream.
Flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
It's a conspiracy theory. As soon as they put a Durag on the screen, they cut it off. Fuck that. Hold up. Let me find an alternate FGS stream.
Welcome, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto. Salute. Salute.
Take a trip to
Media.
Sicily
This
when
is
Mafia the Old Country lands on
brawler where you
August 8th
solve
for
puzzles
PC,
and crush enemies
PlayStation,
across
and
3
Xbox.
distinct Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a
They hate Durag
time-hopping
confirmed.
brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct
I saw my man with the Durag on the dev team. They were like, nope.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the
There it
globe.
is.
We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
Durag spotted.
Of the Spark! It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
At the same damn time.
I need you. And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask.
I hate
Like,
puzzles.
How the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risky roll with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game.
Game was sick though. This game was cool. The game looked cool as hell though. That's Durag folks who hide in the shadows like we're assassins. Knowing that there's a Durag individual on the team is all I need to know. Drain. What is this?
soul may ascend to you.
You have blood powers? What is this, Dead Man Wonderland?
Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever.
Badger Pope makes a game studio. Base Pope. You Will Bleed 2025.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me. Crisol Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year.
A lot.
And your Steam wish lists in just
The
a few
show
moments.
started at 4,
I hate to say it, Matt, but
and it's
I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
an hour and 36 minutes later.
How do you want to do this?
And this is the last trailer.
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy.
It was like an
And
hour
we'll
and
do a good
40-minute
job.
show.
So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
I love Laura Bailey laughing.
Yeah, it's fun.
Love Laura Bailey's laugh.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been
You want to watch a game where you can be Jesus and start Christianity?
to serve the will of Mother. So come,
You want to play a game where you walk around feeding poor people and then get murdered on a cross?
such radiant,
Okay.
so full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden.
If I'm playing a Jesus game,
And tonight,
it better be an action RPG where I get to slaughter the Romans with a giant sword like Dante. I use my Christ powers to levitate people off of cliffs.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Jesus versus Zombies. Jesus versus Zombies would be lit.
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
You know those gimmicky vampire
That was
books.
your first look at Ritual Tides.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire
With Lovecraftian terrors.
Hunter.
Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have
They
the
should
full
ma-
game
they should make that a
review during
game.
The next future game show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer showcase.
They should make
Don't go anywhere though because FGS Live from Los Angeles.
They should
airs
make a
right
Jesus
after
Christ
this, with even
zombie
more
slayer
exclusive
game.
trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
I would
We'd
play
like
the
to
shit
thank
out of that.
Everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase, as well as the Dreamweaving developers who put their all into.
You're literally you just play Jesus Christ and you're trying to stop a zombie
Show
apocalypse.
Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the
And you have
FGS
magic.
YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey.
And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Vampire Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. Is it blasphemous? No, it's based. Based actually.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Show these. All right. Shout out to the Future Game Show. Not gonna lie, I agreed when they reached out to me to co-stream it, but I literally forgot. Like right after I finished watching Sinners, I was about to take a nap, and then I remembered, oh shit, so I gotta stream this at 4. So, but it was fun. I'm glad I streamed it. I got to see the 7 Deadly Sins game, which and Escanor, the Escanortes. I cannot wait for that game. Got to see more Hell Is Us. Definitely getting that game. Now I have an excuse to watch The Expanse. Everyone keeps talking about how good The Expanse is. And now that they have like a really cool game based on the Expanse, I guess I now have to find time to watch it so I can potentially play the game, because it definitely looks really good. I'll be back tomorrow. Read the books. Anybody got time for that? I'll be back tomorrow for the big one, the Xbox showcase. Supposed to be pretty crazy. There's an Xbox showcase followed by the Outer Worlds 2 Direct. It should be pretty big. I hear Splinter Cell remake is getting shown. Hollow Knight Silk Song. There's always the possibility we see Blade, Gears of War, Fable. A lot of stuff potentially dropping tomorrow at the Xbox showcase, so definitely lock into that one. That's going to be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm Sadot the Gamer, signing out. Peace, everybody.